Hey guys, it's Christy Forsman with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, the Preferred Realty, and you are watching the second episode in our video series all about buying your very first home. So today we're going to talk about one of the most important, but one of the most nerve-wracking steps in buying your first home, and that is mortgage and financing. So with me today, I have an expert mortgage consultant from Pennsylvania Preferred Mortgage. Please welcome Jennifer Burnett.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So Jennifer, can you tell me a little bit about what you do?
Sure. So I work with a lot of home buyers in obtaining financing and answering any financing questions they have throughout the process.
Great. So do you work a lot with first-time home buyers?
I do actually, and I like it. They're always really excited.
Eager to get into their first home. Wonderful. So Jennifer, are there any programs out there specifically for first-time home buyers?
Well, depending on their qualification, really any program out there is available to them, but there are some that are tailored to first-time home buyers. Okay. There's a conventional product that allows them to put as little as 3% down.
Just 3%?
I know.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is, and it still has that traditional 3% seller assist.
Wonderful.
And then FHA, which it's not specific to first-time home buyers, but a lot of first-time home buyers do utilize that product because it allows up to 6% seller assist.
Oh, great.
Some of the PHFA loan products out there are specifically geared towards first-time home buyers.
Okay. And you and the other loan reps at PA Preferred Mortgage will actually, work with those home buyers to figure out which one of those loans is right for them.
Exactly. Some home buyers, it's very clear that one option, is more beneficial than others, and some, it's a toss-up. It depends on what's most important to them, having the lowest monthly payment or coming out of pocket the least amount of money at closing.
Right.
So it really depends.
So Jennifer, a lot of first-time home buyers, myself included, have student loans. Will that deter us from getting a mortgage?
Not necessarily. I mean, there are certain guidelines specific to student loans. If they're in deferment, oftentimes we still have to count them in the debt-to-income ratio. What that means is you might not be making payments on them right now, but we still have to count them as though you are. But there are programs out there that allow for a little bit higher of a debt-to-income ratio as long as they have other compensating factors.
All right. So probably, if you're a first-time home buyer with student loans, probably the best thing to do is just get pre-approved.
Yes, absolutely.
So speaking of pre-approvals, let's say I get pre-approved, I'm ready to go. What tips do you have for me moving forward?
Yeah, so I just encourage my clients to keep me in the loop. If there's a property you're interested in, let me know. I can prepare figures for them, answer any questions they have. But also, it's really important, once you are pre-approved, to not really do anything to change your financial situation. So you don't want to take out any new debt, buy a car, furniture, appliances, who knows what.
Anything.
Right. You don't want to have your credit pulled because that can sometimes negatively impact the credit score.
Okay.
And then, you just want to obtain as much cash on hand that you communicated at the time of application. You don't really want to do anything to change.
So oftentimes people think that the mortgage process is black or it's white. You're either approved or you're denied. But what's great is that the experts at Pennsylvania Preferred Mortgage are going to work with you every step of the way. So if by chance you were denied for a mortgage, they're going to work with you so that, in the future you do get approved.
Yeah, I mean, I really do personally dive in with each client. I'll prepare different types of financing options just so they're educated when they're making that decision, because it is so very important.
It's overwhelming.
And it is overwhelming. So you got to be patient, answer all the questions. But also, on that rare circumstance where there isn't a loan product out there for them and they're not able to get pre-approved at that time, I will try to give them recommendations of what they can do to improve their situation so that in a month or two down the road they are able to buy.
That's great. So Jennifer, can you tell us a little bit about Pennsylvania Preferred Mortgage's app?
It helps a lot of people calculate payments on the fly. So they might be in a home or going to look at a home and they just want to have a general idea of what the payment's going to look like. Yeah. And it's specific as far as conventional financing, FHA, VA. So it will calculate payments, but also let's say you make an offer, the offer's been accepted. as you go through the loan process, you can upload supporting documentation like pay stubs, W-2s, just by simply taking a photo of the document.
Wow,
it
that's
uploads into my
awesome.
system. It is great. It's really easy.
Yeah.
And then also as their loan goes through the pre-approval, or excuse me, the approval process, it will give them live push notifications letting them know, you know, as it's making progress, you know, what's happening.
So it keeps them on track so they're not calling their representative every day going, what happened, what happened?
That still may occur, but that's okay too. We understand. We've all been there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So Jennifer, if there's one piece of advice you could give to first-time home buyers who are starting that mortgage process, what would that be?
Just get pre-approved sooner rather than later. I mean, it's very good to know before you're out there looking what you can afford, what things cost. Oftentimes, people assume maybe they can't be pre-approved when they can, or maybe they assume they can't afford as much as they actually can because interest rates are at a historical low right now. So I just recommend that they make contact with a licensed loan officer as soon as possible so they can start getting a better understanding.
Absolutely, that's great advice. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for coming on the show today. And for anybody that's out there watching, definitely download the PA Preferred Mortgage app. It'll be so helpful for you. And if you are starting that process and you want to get pre-approved and talk to a mortgage lender, you know, give Jennifer a call or anybody at Pennsylvania Preferred Mortgage. They're going to be so happy to help you out with that. So again, thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for our next episode.